Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
Thank you everyone for joining me. It's me, Daniel, with vintagemagic.com. I'm excited to share more about our appraisal services. All right, so the first step of the appraisal process is determining if your items are authentic. After determining that the items are authentic, we will then do a market evaluation of your items. So oftentimes clients ask me, hey Dan, I want to insure my collectibles. Well, after the authenticity and evaluation part of the appraisal process, I would then construct an official letter and we would send that off to the insurance company. Your insurance provider would then offer you insurance based on the evaluations and authenticity. We also offer pre-grading services. So collectors who are looking to save money on grading can go through us. We will actually grade and authenticate the cards before you send it off to grading, and that will save you potentially thousands of dollars on grading fees. Also, we offer estate collection services. So basically, if you've acquired a collection over the years, either from a family member or yourself, and you want to pass it down to your kids, we're able to determine valuations based on the levels of today.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel with vintagemagic.com, and today we have a letter. Yes, a letter from a friend of ours, Nick. He is a nice old school magic fanatic like myself. He loves old school magic cards. He posted on one of the Facebook groups that this Alpha Swamp, I believe it's version 1, don't quote me on that, and he got it from ABU Games. This is actually, I believe, the actual serial numbered. It was played. Let me take it out for you guys. And he posted on the Facebook group saying, is this card altered? Is it cut? Has it been manipulated? And specifically, has it been altered in the corners? That's what I want you guys to really look at. You notice how the top left corner and the bottom right corner are super rounded? So I think what Nick, or Nicholas, let's call him Nick, like my son's name. Nick really is going after the question, has it been clipped? So it brings up the curious case that why the hell would you want to clip a beta? Let's say you had a beta swamp, and why would you want to do that? And, well, it's money. People nowadays clip cards because of the fact that the alpha swamps or the alpha cards are about, I'd probably call it 1.5 to 2 times easily more valuable. And so what I have here is, I don't know how many there are, but there's probably like 300 or so alpha swamps of the same version that I'm going to go through. And I'm just going to analyze some of this and talk to you guys about what I think about this type of thing. Let's also put Nick's swamp over here. And, I will say, like, in analyzing this swamp, this initial swamp, let me just go over here real quick. I want to talk to you guys about this card. Okay, so in analyzing this swamp instantly, I see what he's talking about. Like, I'll kind of shed the light here like this, kind of like, so you can see kind of the angles. There's a little bit of edge, kind of extra edge, and a little bit of a flip to it, which is kind of normal for kind of the some of the cuts. But you notice very carefully that the edge on this bottom here is super rounded, super curved. And I think what Nick's trying to get at here is, why in the world is it so rounded? Yet the other corners, like this one here and this one here, are much more normal. Notice watch this, the curve. Notice that curve? Look at that. See that? Way more rounded, and then the top, way more rounded, more normal alpha, right? So what I've come to the conclusion is alpha cards were extremely miscut back in the day. And we got to first off prove, is it indeed a clipped card? I will just guess right out of the gate, no. I can just tell. And I've seen so many alpha cards over the years. I'm going to show you a couple things that I look for so we can kind of prove this indecisively. All right, hold on a second. All right, and we're back. So I had to get, I got 3 beta swamps of the same version. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom down and show you guys some print consistencies that I'm looking for first. Hold on. All right, guys. So here are the beta swamps. Here's just 3 regular beta swamps. And I want you to look at something here. See if we see any print consistencies. So we're looking at the text. This is super high res. This is the beta swamp. Even with the beta swamps, I mean, there's some differences I'm noticing. Just the color saturation of the card. I don't know, like it almost seems like this one's darker, but it's the same image. Let's put this on top. Let's see what we got here. That's what I usually do. Here's the beta. And now here is Nicholas's alpha swamp. I'm going to do this sandwich each other. There's a beta. Okay. All right, so we're back on this. So let's brighten this up. All right, let's analyze this. So all of these are beta swamps except that the third one down is the alpha, obviously. But look at the print. Look at the coloration and everything. You'll notice that even the beta swamp has the border is a little brighter for this one branch swamp. It's called the one branch. Make sure I'm getting this right. Yeah, all the one branch. And so what happens is, what I'm noticing is even this like text box border, this text border here, right? It's darker for some of the ones. And the alpha is considerably lighter. I don't know if you can notice that. Now let's look at the print of the alpha. This is what's very interesting. Print of the alpha for the swamp. Let's go to like a beta comparison. Let's take a look at it. So I think the question here is an alpha or a beta? Do you guys see any differences? Well, instantly I see that the border is different. I also noticed that the beta one is a little bit darker. A little bit darker. Do you guys notice that at all? A little bit darker. Maybe what we need to compare is this beta border here. I think this one is probably the coloration is probably the most similar. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if this one here is the most similar to each other. Okay, there we go. There's a beta and a beta and alpha. All right, so the alpha's on the bottom, the beta is on the top. Pretty similar, but I would definitely say the beta is darker. Definitely. Let's take a look at the Dan Frazier part. This one's pretty interesting. The beta is on the bottom. The alpha is on the top. What do we see? I'm noticing that it's pretty similar. Very similar. But I will say that just if I'm looking at this straight on, that the alpha one tends to be a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker. All right, next thing I look for, and this is probably the most important one I notice on all these swamps, is the symbol, the mana symbol. This is the alpha. This is Nick's alpha. You see that line? I want you to look at that line. That line that's coming across right there. It's kind of like a print defect, but this happens on a lot of the mana symbols. And the line here, look at it. Interesting. Not as strong. I mean, look at this. The alpha looks a lot more, the top is the alpha, a lot more distinctive. And I'm literally, I know it's hard to tell. Like, you're like, Dan, I mean, seriously, like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, but look at this. Look at the faraway distance. Here you go. I just turned the light on. Which one is obvious? Definitely the alpha. Another distinction for the alpha ones is that there's this print dot that comes right here. Not on every single alpha one, but I will tell you that you'll see here in some of these examples here in a minute, we're going to find a lot of different ones with print dots. I looked through it earlier, and the beta has no print dot. I generally have not seen print dots for that. All right, so another thing I look for also is the two lands. This little, I don't know if it's an artifact or whatever, but this is a land. Look at the text. Okay, there's that text. That is beta. Look carefully. Pretty slight. However, if you look at it, and if you're looking at both, the alpha one is considerably darker. Considerably darker. Very interesting. No. Stop. No. Stop. Hey, go away. No. Sit on my lap there. Stop. Sorry, my dog is all over me. All right, so let's see this again. Do you see how the alpha is darker? I don't know if you guys can see right there. Yep. No. Yeah. So the right is the alpha. Look carefully. See that darkness? I'm not changing any colors, anything. It's just darker for the land. It's darker, it's thicker, it's obviously different. All right, so those are kind of the situations that I'm noticing just by the print. And you can, that's one test. So let's go to another test. We're going to go through some of the other alpha ones that are in this stack here and see if there's any replicas that are similar to this rounded corner situation. Because the situation here is that Nicholas is concerned about the corner of this top corner and this corner being too round, which is a valid concern for clipped. But from the print, definitely does not look like beta. All right, hold on. All right, so we've done some initial discussion about this. Now we're going to go through some alpha cards and see if we can find, this is Nick's card, some ones that are similar to his alpha. So these are the betas. We're going to put this beta thing over here. Okay. And this is the alpha. This is Nick's alpha. Take another look at it. Thanks again, Nick, for having me do this video. I've played old school. I don't think I've played Nick a game of old school, but I've hanged out with him before at our table at GP Vegas 2018. And he played, I think, Brian Weissman some games. That was pretty cool. Okay, so that's Nick's. All right, so a couple of things. I'm going to look for a print dot version and also two rounded corners, more rounded. The back is irrelevant, but we're going to start sorting some cards and see what we find. All right. And this is Nick's card. There's no, like, honestly, there's no like specific That's Nick's card right there. Okay. There's no specific like count or reasoning behind this or setup. I'm just looking to see what I can find. All right, so let's take a look. All right, so this one looks pretty normal. So I think there's a lot of normal ones, and then we'll see if there's any like. So these are normal. These are the normal ones. Let's see if I can find. Oh, this one's a little round. Yeah, this one's super round. Curvy. Okay, so I'll put that there. Ah, this has the print dot. See that? The print dot right there? There it is. So, okay, how am I going to do this? Okay, so I have so many cards. Okay, so I'm going to do print dot, round, normal. Okay. All right. Normalized. Hard, you know, what you can really do, I think an easy way to do this probably is to probably put this all like, see thickness there? And look, I don't know if you can see this. Look at that, right there. Oh my God, look at that. Do you see that right there? These are all alpha cards. Do you see that right there? But you can tell that they're already sticking out and they're not like a perfect cut. And that's that one side we were talking about with Nick. This is another side. Look at that. And the other side is this side. This is the crazy side. Look at that. Probably save some time here. Maybe we just go right to that card. Right? So, I don't know. Let's see if we can do it. I mean, so let's see. See, like that. Seems like this last one. Yep. Is that curvy? I don't know. Right there. Yeah, this one right here. Boom. There you go. This one. Super curvy. Okay, let's see. Let's see. It's this one right here. There it is. Wow. Okay. So those two like identified instantly to be instantly super curvy. All right, so I'm going to put this back in the normal pile just to do something. Okay, so these two I identified just by that test. Look at the curviness to it. Look carefully. Look at this thing. So here's, wow, super, look at that, super curvy. And here's the normal alpha cut. And in a minute, I'll line these up with Nick's. Okay, so I'll put these two samples right here by Nick's, right there. Okay, those are the curvy ones, I believe. Yep. Okay, then I'm going to go and look for some print dot ones. All right, so let's do our super curvy thing here. Oh, wow, some serious. Wow, so this one's decently curvy. This test is incredible. You can literally stand here and just pull out so many, like, yeah, I don't have to count all of these or do anything. Okay, so the ones that are really sticking out, do you see that there? Right there? Those seem like they're normal. So the ones that are not are curvy. Or the ones that are more sticking out are more like more better cuts. Yeah, this one's super curvy. Let's see. Any print dot ones? Let's see. Oh, let's zoom that in. No. Stop. Dogs are looking. No, stop. No, stop. Moxie's. No, dogs. Oh, there's a print dot. This one's a print dot, so this one goes here. No, stop. Hey, go away. Guys, go away. No. I'm doing work. I'll print on that one. Okay. Bayou. That's not correct. It's not a Bayou. Doesn't seem like the print dot. It's like 1 in like 5 examples. Not as predominant. But it does happen. Definitely. Let's see. Print dot. No, 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 stop. No, stop. No, no. It's not food. My dogs think that these swamps are food. That'd be horrible if dogs ate alpha cards. Oh my god. Terrible. There's another one. No, no, stop. No. Looking for that print dot thing. Oh, here's another one. There's a little one. Okay. All right. And I think we're good here. I'm just going to, that's quite a bit there. But overall, I mean, overall, look, that's not that many. We've gone through a lot of the stacks. It's a decent amount. That's all the ones that I've seen so far. And we still have a big stack here to deal with. But still, I'm not going to even go through it. I think that's enough sample. So at this point, we're going to go to the next part of the video and then analyze these print dot ones and these curvy ones and put them together to see if, for Nicholas's, to see if they're similar. All right, be right back. All right, so this part of the video is probably the final part. This is Nick's Alpha Swamp that we have a question with. He was concerned about the top corner there and that corner being too round. And also there's this print dot right there that I want to examine. That's pretty common on some of the alpha swamps. I would say about 1/5 of them for this particular one branch one. And so this pile here are ones that I found in my sample, if you watch part of the video, that I found were more curvy, similar corners. And this is Nick's card, and this is the one with the print dot. Right here, the print dot. So I'm not going to really go through the print dot one too much, but if you look at it, I'm just going to, you know, go through them, and they all have this print dot. Is that on that right border? So it's pretty blatantly obvious that this print dot exists a lot. It's not like super rare, but luckily for graders, the grading world, I mean, it's not like every single time, but it's definitely like about 1/5, maybe 1/6 of the print. And look at the print dot there. Is it similar? Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at the location also. The location is pretty much above the swamp and over. And if you look at the location, above the swamp over, let's see what the location looks like. Pretty much the same spot every time. Look at the location of the dot. When people always ask me, well, why do print dots, oh, there's like a little fly there, or, yeah. Why do print dots happen? Well, the printing back in the day had dust particles that could get on the plates. Those cost dots. Famous cards with print dots are like the Alpha Personal Incarnation, the Vesuvian Doppelganger, and of course the Power 9 card Alpha Mox Sapphire, which I've only seen one without a print dot, that I had a Quad Plus BGS 9. So yeah, that is very consistent. I'm proving that the consistency is there, that the print dot on Nick's in the middle is pretty much the same location. So we also, let's just be clear that the print dots are pretty much the same location. All right, next we're going to look at now the curvature. Put the print dot thing away. The curvature thing is interesting. So we're going to change up the camera. Hold on a second. All right, and we're back. So next thing is, this is Nick's card. These were the print dot ones, but here are some, here's 4 where they're more curvy. And if you watch the earlier part of the video, the curve was easily noticed, suspectable, or because of the fact that you do this test, like put them together. And these are all curvy, so they're all going to have the same. Whereas I think I can do it. These are all print dot ones. Okay, so this is the curvy ones. Watch what I do here. I'm going to put the curvy ones in the middle. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so you'll notice. Boom. Notice that the print dot with the one sandwich in the middle, those had a little extra black. That's because those are rounder. And if I just go back, if I just do this as like a book, I can just tell which one is the more rounded ones. There you go. Yeah. So there's the 4. Actually, no, that was not the 4. Missed one here. So that was, sorry. Actually, you know what? I think I messed that up. Where are the, let's make sure I get the right test. It's hard, guys, when you're doing this on the camera, because you can, there we go. There we go. So 1, 2, 4. There we go. These 4 right here. Yeah. It's kind of hard. The shadowing is very difficult. All right. So these are the 4 rounded ones. And this is NICS. So what I'm going to do here is I'm basically going to, and what's interesting about these 4, there's no print dot except this one. This one has a print dot. So what I'll do is I'll purposely put this one in the back so I don't confuse myself. So it should be 2 no print dots, a print dot, and that's NICS. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm now going to take NICS together. And what I'm doing here is I'm basically trying to show that they're pretty much the same corners. So we got like that. And look carefully. Look at that, exactly the same. There's no, look at that, there's no flaring. That one corner we're talking about. Is that? Right there. No excess cornering. There's that one. Okay. And the other one I was talking about, and Nick was concerned was this side. So this side we did that one, and this side. So let's do this. So I want to make sure people see that. No excess flaring. There we go. Is that? No excess paper at all. Not at all. So what that proves is that these right here and NICS, so these 2 were not NICS. This is NICS. This is not NICS, and then mine was the print dot, extra print dot there. These are all basically the same type of cut. And that proves that there are rounded ones out there that are alpha. Now you'll probably say, well, Dan, what if you just cut them yourself or you did that yourself? You got to also look at the reality here, guys, is that why would anybody ever cut alpha swamps? Who in the world would ever cut alpha swamps as like back in the day or even now? And yeah, there is a financial gain somewhat to do it, but is it really worth it? And I think for Island, it might be worth more, but especially for alpha swamps, I'm not sure. So these 2 were mine. This is NICS. And this 2 are mine. All right, guys. So what do you guys think? I'm going to conclude the video and just wrap it up. From what I see in this video, I have spent about a half an hour here analyzing all this stuff. I will conclude that the alpha swamp that Nick got from ABU Games was actually an alpha swamp. It was not cut. It was not a cut swamp. It is a legitimate alpha swamp. And I think that he has no concern to actually be worried. I think he has a valid concern to bring it up, but Alpha cards have a tremendous issue being, there's a lot of variations to the cuts. So we've proven that that variation exists in a large sampling. Earlier I had a stack. I don't even remember how many that was, but easily over 300 in my opinion, about 300 or so alpha swamps I just pulled randomly, proving that there are print dots in the alpha swamps. Remind you guys, the little print dots right here, these are a stack of alpha swamps with that print dot right there. Or the other variation that I found was the curvature can also be cut and rounded exactly the same for alpha swamps. And they're exactly the same. These 4 samples here have that curvature to expect on alpha swamps. That you can see and expect on some of the alpha swamps. Not all. That's curvier, essentially. All right, Nick, thanks again for your time. Guys, thanks for watching. What do you guys think? I hope the video was conclusive. I hope you guys got a lot out of the video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll check you guys on the next analysis video. Take care.